tweet him. What's your Twitter?
At dgoffy, IE at the end.
At dgoffy.
Every other one is an impersonator.
IE at the end. The funny ones are fake.
The talkSPORT clips of the week.
And I've got to admit, we're quite Alan Brazil heavy this week. Is this the way it's panned out?
Well, we don't plan it.
So we'll start with one we're calling, Why Didn't Someone Tell Al It Was a Pre-Record?
The poshest man we know. Rupert Bell to take us through some of the advice given in William Sitwell's piece in The Times. Rupert, very good morning.
When organising a dinner party, do not invite people more than 6 months in advance, and make sure you only invite people you enjoy the company of.
Bit curt, wasn't he there?
Was a bit,
Bit curt.
And here he is again, discussing Leicester.
Claude Puel is the new Leicester boss, with Fox's vice chairman, Mr. Srivadana Prahabara.
Yeah. I don't know how you pronounce it, but my guess is it isn't like that.
It isn't like that, yeah. No. I mean, he was bold to take it on.
Well, he's difficult,
but he does struggle with those Thai names, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Here's a caller to the Weekend Sports Breakfast talking West Ham.
You look at that, right, guys. He cost 24, RU cost 20. That's £45 million on two players.
Yeah, Johnny Ball lives.
Yeah. Where's the other million gone? Sloshing about. It's the trouble with football. £1,000,000.
I know.
It's
nothing,
is
it?
Of course. What's next?
It's back to Alan, and we're guessing he's missed all those Amazon voice assistant ads on TV recently.
James Whale, George Galloway, and the award-winning Ian Lee. You can listen 24/7 via the TalkSPORT app on DAB, or why not shout Talk Radio at Alex.
You can shout it at Alex if you like. Not Sir Alex.
No,
you might not like it. I think it's Alexa. Oh, I'm not listening to Alexa. I'll listen to Alex, says Alan.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So, I wonder what's been happening on Fisherman's Blues this week.
I had another text there, but I've lost it.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough.
No,
Yeah. Of course not. In fact, host Nigel Botherway was recalling messing about on the river.
I must get out. Francis, one of the oldest fishing clubs in the country. They go out in punts.
Let's be honest, that could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse than that, yeah.
Another one from Alan.
That's right.
Looking ahead to the FIFA Awards.
Ballon d'Or's coming up though, Quinn, isn't it? I'm told Maradona's won that.
That's the next one.
Not Maradona. Maradona's here to give it to Messi.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, that's right. Maradona's won it. That's what I mean. Looking
held
at
in the TARDIS.
Yeah, looking at the shape of him these days. And here's the TalkSPORT Caller of the Week to Jim White.
Simon, you've got through to me. I mean, presumably you agree with that. Ray Parlour, Graham Souness, who know a lot about a lot in the world of football, are saying, look, Celtic need a strong Rangers in Scotland right now, and Rangers are not strong, Simon.
Hello.
Hello, Simon. Are you hearing
Simon.
me?
Hello.
talkSPORT Caller of the Week.
It was it was a good setup. It just went slightly pear-shaped.
Long setup. Also this week, Alan turned his attention to Everton's prospective new manager, German Thomas Tuchel. That's Thomas Tuchel.
What about the German Taschel, Thomas Taschel?
Yeah, well, I don't know. They're the sort of guys who are going to be linked with someone like
Touché.
They weren't fencing him and Ray, were they? Touché. Thomas Touché. I think it's a fantastic name. I'd like to think if he does come to Everton, that's what they'll call him. Now back to Fisherman's Blues, and at the start of the show we had some opening poetry, didn't we, as we often do.
A speckled trout for breakfast dish, and fry it at an ember fire. Ah, there's the life of my desire. And that's this morning's Fisherman's Blues, thanks to one of my favourite poets, Robert Service.
I don't know, personally I was hoping Service wouldn't be included.
Oh,
thank you.
There's no need for that, and you nearly got it wrong.
Well, don't expect me that for me is top.
That's class acting.
That is
and he says these lines in the meeting. I said, you're going to get it right when we do it. He says, yeah, I'll be fine. I can see him getting nervous. I can see he knows his big moments coming. Where he's got to time the line. He's got to be right. And have a word with him. It's like I'm doing
when you're as bad as me, you don't get nervous. Okay. You just know.
Okay. So this is Ray Parlour discussing the West Ham winger, Arthur Masuaku.
Very good getting forward.
Get the ball in.
He gets the ball in. Musaka, I think his name, left back. He got in some great areas, but his crossing was abysmal.
Arthur Musaka, I think, is quite. He does struggle with those Greek food names, I believe.
Yes.
And finally,
it's Alan's breakfast show co-host, Annie McCoist, telling a story.
I used to have the same dream. I'd be lying in my bed, right, and I'd be facing the other side of the wall, and I could feel, and I was aware of somebody coming in the door, right, honestly, and I'd be lying there, and I could actually feel and smell alcohol from somebody's breath.
Well, don't do breakfast then. I mean, really, you're asking for trouble, Ali.
You are.
So there we are. There's the clips of the week. Thank you to
Alan.
Thank you to Alan, first and foremost, and Alan's co-host. Where will we be without them? With about 4 clips.
Yeah, exactly.
Callum Patterson.
Yeah.
Paul Menery. Is that rude? I'm not quite sure. David Clark. That isn't. Ricky Gaylor, D Reynolds, Loz Ryan, Magus Timmy. James Rutland, Josh Ohaja. I can't be right. Can we somebody vet these names, please? I'm sure I'm saying appalling stuff, but I don't realise till afterwards. And Glyn Barrington.
Yeah.
So there we are. They're all suggested clips that were played this week.
Mark Gale, please make his way to reception and yourself outside reception. Mark Gale, get yourself to reception. Your wife is locked out of the house.
For the main talking point for Arsenal fans, Alex Lacazette.